Welcome back to the Us vs. Them channel. I'm your host, Vince, and we're going to break down the next fight for the upcoming fight night we have this weekend. This is going to be Jeremiah Wells versus Themba Gorimbo. Right now, Wells is sitting at a plus 108 underdog, very slight underdog, and Gorimbo is sitting at about a minus 132 favorite. Before we get into the breakdown, if I can remind you guys, hit the like button for this video, subscribe to the channel and all that shit. We're really close to our next milestone of 60 subscribers. So just to remind you guys to do all that shit, and we appreciate you, and thanks for watching. I think Themba Gorimbo has all the tools to win this fight for sure. I think he's probably the better striker. He has the technical striking advantage at least, and he's going to be looking to do the offensive wrestling. He's definitely going to be looking to be the one that actually initiates grappling. So I think he's got the grappling advantage for sure too. The only reason that gives me pause in picking him for sure is the fact that I don't think his chin is nearly as durable as he thinks it is, or as maybe as it should be, is maybe the best way to say that. If you go back to the Vicente Luque fight, we've seen Vicente Luque catch him. I think he was with an uppercut or something. He caught him with something pretty flush on the chin, and that's what started the finishing sequence, where I think he landed the anaconda choke, or it was a front choke of some sort. But like I said, it started with the hands, and it started with connecting to the chin. So like I said, it just goes to show that Themba Gorimbo can be touched, and when you're fighting somebody like as powerful as Wells, that's a little bit concerning for sure. But if you're going to start questioning the chin of Themba Gorimbo, you have to also ask yourself about the chin of Jeremiah Wells as well. And if you go to his most recent fight against Max Griffin, we also saw Max Griffin land some big shots in that fight too. Jeremiah Wells is starting to get up there in age a little bit. And as he's getting up there in age, it may be shown that his durability is starting to fade with him a little bit too. One thing when you look at Wells' record, when you're looking at his Tapology, you'll notice that he's 4-2 in the UFC. And that's a pretty good record to have in the UFC when you're only 6 fights in your career. And like I said, you'll also notice his age. He's 39 years old, so he's starting to get up there. And we start to kind of break down some of the strength of schedule that he's faced in the UFC. You'll kind of realize that Wells is kind of more of a bottom feeder in the organization. A lot of the guys he's beating is not very high-level dudes for sure at all. In fact, Warlley Alves is probably his best win in the UFC, and that was his debut win. Every other fight that he's had ever since has kind of been a little bit underwhelming. For my official prediction, I'm leaning towards Gorimbo to get this one done. Like I said, when it comes to the striking, I think he has a technical advantage. He's also going to have a speed or a size advantage. And I think he's going to be able to use that size advantage in the striking because he has the technical skills to be able to do that. But Gorimbo has been leaning more on his grappling to win fights. And if he uses his grappling to win, I think that's something he can do too. So I see Gorimbo being able to secure takedowns and being able to maintain top pressure and top control for most of the fight, if that's the route that he decides to go. So for my official prediction, I'm going to go with Themba Gorimbo with this one, and I think we're going to go all the way to the final bell. So give me Gorimbo by decision. The Gorimbo by decision prop right now is sitting at plus 240, which I think that's pretty decent value. But I also see that there's potential with the submission prop from Gorimbo. That prop is sitting at plus 700 right now, and that could be a really juicy leg to add to a parlay. But if you're feeling Jeremiah Wells, I think that the best possibility for him to win this weekend is through KO, catch him with a big shot, and that is sitting at plus 550. I'm not going to touch that one for a parlay, but I just want to throw that one out there for you as well. That's all I got for you guys in this breakdown. Stop by for our next one where we have Isaac Dolgarian versus Yardir Del Valle, I guess is how you say his name. It's going to be a sick fight. It has potential to be fight of the night for sure, but also has potential to make money. So stop by for that one. And that's all I got for you guys today. So I'm the fuck out of here.